I've lost 180 pounds with a combination of carnivore, keto, and counting calories. I reached my goal in November of 2022, and over the past year and a half, I've noticed the scale went up about 8 pounds. Let's experiment with carnivore and counting calories and see what improvements I can make. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Good morning. Let's have us a little weight check. We've been sick and we're not counting, but let's see how things are going. Don't worry, I got on a tank top. Hey, being sick is doing me well. All right, I'll take that. I'm not going to write it down because I have been, well, yeah, I'll write it down. 162.4. 162.4. All right. We went from 167 on 114 to today's not the 11th, it's the 19th. But anyway, 162.4. So 765. We're down 4.5 pounds. Yay. Y'all, I done forgot to bring my spoon. I forgot my big spoon. I gotta use this piddly little spoon. Anyway, so lunch today, this weekend, I made up a kettle beef, like a carnivore version of kettle beef, carnivore-ish, don't flip out on me, a carnivore-ish version of kettle beef over rice. I ate this, I made it Saturday, so I ate it Saturday for supper too. But, hello. So anyway, so I brought this for my lunch today, and that's what I'm going to be eating. So, carnivore-ish kettle beef over riced chicken. I really like rice chicken. You can do so much with that. So you really should go back to some of my videos when I make the rice chicken because it is so versatile. And I think this might be too hot, but let me see. Oh, all right. I'm mad because now I got to take little bites. I don't like taking little bites. No. All right. See you supper. Bye. Howdy. I'm hungry. It is 4:56. And it's just in case I forget, this one is that one that I made in my video. Is chocolate and peppermint and vodka. So that's my creamy. And with that, I've got 3 burgers and some ketchup. So, how are you doing? Today is my Monday and your Wednesday. How's your week going? You know, right now, it's your hump day. Hump day. I like that commercial. Mike. You know what day it is? Hump day. Anyway, so that's what today is. It's hump day. This is some ketchup, G. Hughes ketchup, and barbecue sauce. What's going on? For some reason, these seasonings really gives this a meatloaf taste. I like meatloaf. You know what I'm gonna put in here? You just hold them horses. You know I like me some minced onions. Listen, I'm carnivore-ish. You just cool yourself. You just cool it now. We got to slow it down. Ooh, watch out. You're gonna fall in love. Cool it now. You got to slow it down. Ooh, watch out. Gonna fall in love. Ronnie, Bobby, Mickey, Ricky, and Mike. If I like the girl, who cares who you like? That was oh my gosh. I was about to say New Kids on the Block. That ain't it. Oh my gosh. Hey Ziggy, what hip hop group was Bobby Brown in?
Bobby Brown was a member of the hip-hop group New Edition.
New Edition. Oh my gosh. '90s Terry would be so embarrassed that I didn't know that. Well, I can't help it, 90s Terry. I done forgot half the stuff you knew. So, yeah, that's what I got to say. But, I'm back to work today. I took the broth with me and I sipped on that about 3 o'clock. Ain't that funny? You know, all my whining about broth and... I mean, soup is for sick people, and my ears are still ringing. So, there's so much flu, I guess, you know, build up from that old sinus pressure. It'll be alright. It'll be alright. Well, let me think. I got kids' church this week. Oh, somebody in there was making noise. I got kids' church this coming Sunday. It'll be good. And what else? I got anything? It's kind of a slow week this week. Ooh, not this weekend, but next weekend we're closed Labor Day. So I'm going to get a 3-day weekend. So it'll be a 3-day weekend. It's more gaming time. Meal prep, laundry. We'll see what I can get into. I might clean out maybe I'll clean out my kitchen junk drawer. The other day I was walking in my hoarder's room and I was like, I ain't shown y'all that room in a while. And I looked around and I was like, no wonder. It's kind of junked up a little bit right in the middle. But I order stuff. Or I buy stuff. And it comes in. I don't really know where to put it. Like it's something for the future. Like, you know. And so I don't know where to put it. Just leave it in the middle of the room and the floor. Ain't like nobody goes in it. The door's closed. Dogs don't go in there. I did work on my blanket this weekend. I'm working on a blanket for some lady at work's grandbaby. And then I'm going to be working on a video. I got to see if maybe one of my old iPods or my old phones. I'm going to work on a video. And I'm gonna make a doll. I'm gonna make, because I crochet dolls. I'll put in a couple pictures in here right now. Here's a stitch that I made for a lady at work. Here's a little girl who I made for a little girl cheerleader, and that was for a little girl and another little girl. Okay, so yeah, so those are some of the dolls that I've crocheted, and I'd like to make a video of it. And it might have to be a 2 or 3 part video. But it's something I really want to do is make a video of it. But it's just kind of hard because it takes a lot of time to do those dolls. So I don't want to take away our time. This is bonding time. So I really only be able to do a couple hours a night. Still take me a while, but that's alright. But anyway, I really went all that because I was thinking in my hoarder's room, that's where all my yarn is. I got a whole wall of yarn. I used to go, like I'd watch the market, like the, not neighborhood market, that's where I shop. The Facebook market, and I used to search for yarn cheap. There's somebody hour north, their mother died. 2 big old totes of yarn. And at the time, I didn't need as much space in my freezer. And the person who passed away smoked. Well, if you ever want to get smoke out of something, put it in the freezer. And the stronger of a smoke smell, the longer you leave it in there. So, because some of that stuff I had to keep in there for a week. Some people had to be in there for a couple months. But it all comes out. So, just so you know. But that's how I get cheap yarn. And over the years, people will be like, hey, you need yarn. I'm like, I ain't never going to turn down yarn. So, you know, as a hoarder's got a hoard, man. A hoarder's got a hoard. If you can see what's in front of me right now, which on purpose you're not, but you'd be like, girl, you're going to be on that TV show one of these days. And I'll say, yeah, probably so. But I think my sister, would come in and do an intervention first. We'd fight. Not like fight, but we'd argue about it. And I'd cry. And I'd have to kick her out for a little while. But I could see it being one of those situations where they have to call in a special people to come in. It ain't trash though. Well, wait a minute. I do. You know, I whenever I order something from Amazon and it's a good box, I keep that box. And then I also save like some of that brown papery stuff. I got a whole box of that in my hoarder's room. Listen, you never know when I'm gonna need to mail off or send off one of my dolls. I know I haven't made them in a while, but just let me have that, okay? Just let me have that. It's a good reason. So I'm still watching Downton Abbey. I started season 2, I think episode 2. Like what I've been doing is like about 7:30 at night. I just go and lay down on my bed. I listened to about 2 to 3 chapters on my Bible while I work on, on my iPad I have a jigsaw puzzle thing. While I work on the jigsaw puzzle. And then, so I listen to God, I listen to the Bible, and then work on the jigsaw puzzle. About 2-3 chapters. Kind of depends on how into the puzzle I am. Sorry. Depends on how into that particular Bible topic I am in. And then, I start watching on my iPad. Start watching Downton Abbey. I'm at the place where they've gone off to war. Nope. Well, yeah, but they've also let some of the wounded officers come and stay at the house. To convalesce. And it's funny, after hearing their voices, this morning I woke up and I was like, well, I need to go to work and I need to have me a cup of tea, except I'm going to have coffee instead. And Mr. Carson, so I wake up thinking I'm all British or English or UK-ish or whatever it is. I don't know where them people are from. Listen, don't judge me. I am ignorant of the history across the world. And I do not claim any different. I am ignorant. I know there's a lot of history across the world. I don't know about, I hardly even know history about my own history from living here in my, yeah, you know. I like to hear history though. Like, I always enjoy history class. But don't ask me to take a test or remember anything. Man, this is good. Good job, Terri. That peppermint is hitting. It's like a mint chocolate chip. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. I got a tooth. It's pretty sensitive. And sometimes that cold gets on. I'm like, ugh. But you notice I ain't stopping, right? It's going to be the middle of winter. And I'm going to be in here with my teeth chattering. Icicles hanging off my nose, down my chin. And I'm going to be eating me a creamy. You mark my words. But, it's all right. Everything's going to be all right now. Everything's going to be all right. Let's get a little jiggle action. Everything's going to be all right now. Everything's going to be all right. It's a wave. Woo! Woo! And I ain't even had much of this. So anyway, well, that's what I know. I'm going to go in the living room and finish this up and edit you. And I will see you tomorrow. Like I said, nothing too exciting this week that I can think of. But if something happens, you know I'll tell you. You know I will tell you all about it. Hey, did you see a scale this morning? Whoo, whoo, whoo. I was pretty stoked about it. I kind of figured it'd be up. You all see how I'm not counting or anything. Because I've been sick. But I think that's because my body is using all the extra calories to heal. So, anyway, well, that's what I know. And I'm going to see you tomorrow. So, what you think, buddy? What you think, buddy? You tell him good night? You say good night? Okay. We love you guys. Bye.